Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. This is going to be a really long series, and what it is, I had a comment from a 22-year-old, I believe, young man, and he asked what it was like 60 years ago. And it's funny because when you see my videos, I have a GOM on there. That's for Grumpy Old Man. And I'm fixing to be 67 here in a little over a week, I guess. And what happened is funny. When I was a young'un, I always looked at these grumpy old men. I thought, man, they bitch and whine about all kinds of stuff. And now, since I'm one of these grumpy old men, what it is, I've seen things change. And some of it has been for the good. But the stuff that really sticks to my mind is the bad. The things that have changed to the bad. And it's funny when when governments take over a nation, they get rid of the old and the educated. And the reason why they do it like that is they know it's not right. What is happening, it's not right. And they know, they can see, like you go to read a book, you read at the end of the book, you already know where the book's going when you start reading it, if you've read the back of the book. The older people and the smarter people have read the end of the book. So that's why when nations are taken over, they eliminate the older and the educated. Now, it's funny, we're going through a kind of a different kind of a change here. The educated, what I've learned, the educated are so educated, they're educated idiots. They don't think. They don't go to the end of the book. They're so educated, they just follow what they were educated. That's called brainwashing. And that's the way the education system is set up now. They don't teach you to think. This is what we tell you, this is the way it is. And that's what you're supposed to believe. That's what the educated are. So I'm not talking about every educated, but most educated people, that's the way they believe. You can really see it in the way of the scientists and stuff like that. They've been corrupted so bad. Who pays for the study? You will see the study kind of goes that direction. They have a blind eye towards something when they know who's paying the bill. So in other words, that's the way the smart people are educated, on believing that this is the way it is. I mean, they're really brainwashed bad. Okay, so that leaves the old people. And the old people, they see that this stuff is bad, so they have to get rid of the old people. That's one reason why Obamacare is coming around. And like I say, why people are so worried about their health care and stuff like that. They want, and you see the system, it's all set up kind of like the VA. The VA is kind of the same way. The first thing, whatever's wrong with you, the first thing they want to do is start medicating you. Medication puts toxins in you, and you will see people that start taking medication, forgetfulness, they get tired, they've lost control of their life, and that's why they push the medications. The medications is to get you dependent on, well, I'll never get well if I don't have my medication. So then when you're like that, your thinking gets blurred and not right, and you're going to die. You know, I mean, that's what the system is set up. It's not set up to cure you. I say a lot of, just all, but not all, but just about all of the intent in the medical world is not to cure a problem, but just to solve that particular symptom. And it's not even to do that. They experiment trying to get to that. So in other words, your focus is, instead of being a grumpy old man, is trying to stay alive, trying to be able to get up and go to the kitchen, try not to shit your pants, try not to piss all over yourself, and this type of stuff. That's what their mindset goes to, that, instead of being grumpy old men. That's why you notice I stay away from medical type stuff, so I can stay focused on being a grumpy old man. That's what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to talk about I'm going to talk about something that has changed from 50, 60 years ago, and I question it, and I bring it to your attention. And this is what and I'll tell you, I get a lot of people that really talk to me. A lot of them are in their 20s and less, and in their 50s and over. These people all know this is wrong, and they know it's wrong, and they feel like they have no control over it. And this is why I push the three-man militia. And this is why the three-man militia is made up of old farts like me and the young people. So we can share our knowledge and abilities. As we get older, we lose abilities, but if we can work with the younger people, we can give them the knowledge that they need to go with their abilities. And so, like I say, that is really basically what this series is going to be all about. And I'm not sure how I'm going to title it yet or not, but like I say, we're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. And here, I've been making notes on this. And I'm going to give you an idea of some of the stuff we're going to be talking about. It's going to be, I want to talk about the automotives, how foreign cars. You're wondering, well, how's Toyota so big in the United States? I'm going to tell you, I remember the time when the Toyotas were little old dinky cheapo cars. And I want to talk about how they've changed over, and how business works. I want to talk about gun control, how it's evolved into something out of control, how people go to the doctor and die. I'm talking about 12 cents a gallon gas. Working for $1 an hour. The food. I'm going to talk a lot about food, because, like I say, I've been in restaurant business since I was born in. So, I mean, it was in the 50s. I've seen how food has evolved into nasty stuff. So I'll be talking about that. I'll be talking about war. I'll even be talking about Star Trek. Insurance. I'll be talking about all kinds of insurance. And this is all how it has evolved in the last 60 years. And personal responsibility. All of this is what I'm going to be talking about. Okay, now I want to start right from the very start, and there's no particular order, but I'm going to talk about the cars, automobiles. Now it's funny, I know you all don't, the young ones especially, don't have any idea what's going on. I don't know if they even talk about this in history, but in the 50s, American-made cars were the best in the world.